Many Catholics today are rightfully dismayed by divisive arguments among fellow Christians over matters as diverse as liturgy, the Pope, politics, and morality. Only the strong of heart dare venture near online comment boxes on certain Catholic websites. Such disagreements, many times petty, sometimes significant, stand in sharp contrast to the second summary in the Acts of the Apostles on the state of the early church. According to Acts, now the whole group of those who believe were of one heart and soul, and no one claimed private ownership of any possessions, but everything they owned was held in common. The period of Easter brings into sharp contrast the stumbling ways of the believers, a feature found throughout church's history, and the steadfast love of God, which the psalmist tells us endures forever. The Apostle Paul gives us an image of the wavering disciple, but in this case, one who remains in the fold. Thomas did not witness the risen Lord, and so hedged his bets on the reality of the resurrection, even as the other apostles were telling him, "We have seen the Lord." Why would they lie to him in his grief? Still, he said, "Unless I see the mark of the nails in his hands, and put my fingers in the mark of the nails, and my hand in his side, I will not believe." Thomas persisted in his unbelief, unconvinced by the other apostles, until a week later, when Jesus' apostles were again in the house, and Thomas was with them. Although the doors were shut, Jesus came and stood among them and said, "Peace be with you." Then he said to Thomas, "Put your finger here and see my hands. Reach your hand in and put it in my side. Do not doubt, but believe." Only then did Thomas answer, "My Lord and my God." How did the other disciples treat Thomas during that week? It seems that they did not cast him out for doubting, marginalize him, or call him a cafeteria apostle, but allowed him to remain with them. For his part, Thomas stayed with them, even in the midst of his doubt. We all need and rely on the steadfastness of God at all times to support us when we are uncertain. But the support of other believers is essential. Not even when we disagree, but especially when we disagree. Thomas did not believe initially, and only believed when he saw Jesus in the risen flesh. Jesus said to him, "Have you believed because you've seen me? Blessed are those who have not seen and yet have come to believe." Important in all of this, though, and often overlooked, is that in the midst of Thomas's profound disagreement with the other disciples regarding Jesus' resurrection, he remained within the fold of the brothers and sisters.